Someone's realizing your sweet side is a massive cover-up, and what's about to unfold is going to be absolutely legendary. Your sweetness isn't weakness. It's been a strategic cover for something so powerful, so refined by fire, so absolutely untouchable, that when they finally see the real you, they're going to understand they never stood a chance. You weren't born knowing how to hide lethal power behind gentle smiles. You were authentically, radiantly, magnificently sweet, because that's exactly how God designed your heart to operate. You walked into this life with your arms wide open, ready to love everybody with the intensity of 1,000 suns. You were that child who gave away their lunch money to kids who forgot theirs, who cried when other children got hurt, who assumed everyone possessed the same pure heart that beat in your chest. Your empathy was so profound it physically hurt sometimes. You literally felt other people's pain as if it were your own. You dedicated your entire existence to God before you even understood what that meant. You repented for things you hadn't even done yet. It invited Jesus into your heart with the enthusiasm of someone who'd found their missing piece, and launched into this incredible journey of spiritual transformation that would forge you into something the world had never seen before. Your sweetness wasn't a strategy back then. It was divine love pouring through you like water through a broken dam. You couldn't turn it off even if you wanted to. You gave and gave and gave until you had nothing left, then somehow found more to give. The person who's about to get spiritually demolished by you has absolutely no idea they're dealing with someone whose original nature was this pure. They think sweetness equals stupidity. They think kindness means weakness. They think your gentle spirit makes you easy prey. They're about to discover how catastrophically wrong they are. Then the world looked at your radiant innocence and decided it needed to be destroyed. This wasn't just difficult life experiences or normal growing pains. This was systematic, coordinated, relentless spiritual warfare designed to completely annihilate who you were meant to become. The attacks came from directions you never saw coming. Family members who should have been your protectors became your primary tormentors. Friends you trusted with your deepest secrets weaponized them against you. Teachers who promised to guide you instead tried to break your spirit. The very institutions that claimed to offer safety became your prisons. You were hit so hard, so consistently, from so many angles that your entire nervous system rewired itself for survival. Your brain literally changed its structure to help you navigate constant threat. Some of you nearly died, not metaphorically but literally. You were pushed to edges where one more betrayal, one additional trauma, one final devastating blow would have ended everything. The darkness you were forced to navigate was so complete that it fundamentally altered your DNA. It changed how you process information, how you read people, how you respond to danger. You became someone who could kill or be killed, and you learned to choose survival every single time without hesitation. The people who put you through this hellish training had no idea they were actually preparing you for spiritual warfare at the highest levels. They thought they were breaking you down into manageable pieces. Instead, they were forging you into something unbreakable, something that could withstand pressures that would liquefy normal humans. Meanwhile, the person currently plotting against you lived a comfortable, sheltered life learning amateur manipulation tactics and playground-level emotional games. They mastered the art of taking advantage of people who hadn't been tested by real darkness. They have no idea what authentic darkness looks like, and they're about to get a masterclass. God didn't just save you from those situations. He orchestrated the most incredible extraction operation in spiritual history. Every pit the enemy threw you into became a training ground. Every valley of death you walked through became a classroom. Every moment when hope seemed impossible became an opportunity for divine intervention. This wasn't gentle, gradual healing. This was intensive spiritual surgery, where God had to cut away everything that wasn't authentically you, while preserving the pure heart that made you worth saving in the first place. He had to remove layers of trauma without damaging your core identity. He had to heal your wounds without eliminating your warrior instincts. Right now, in the spiritual realm, you look like a magnificent eagle soaring above every storm that tried to ground you. Your energy is so purified, so refined by fire, that it literally blinds people operating in darkness. You're free in ways that most humans never experience in their entire lifetime. You're independent in ways that terrify people who need to control others to feel secure about themselves. Your wings are so strong now that you can carry others to safety. But they're also powerful enough to create windstorms that knock predators out of the sky. You can soar above the chaos while simultaneously being ready to dive down with lethal precision when protection is required. The person who's been studying you from the shadows can sense this incredible power radiating from your being, which is exactly why they want to capture it, cage it, and extract everything valuable from it for their own benefit. They see your freedom, and they want to chain it. They see your independence, and they want to control it. They see your strength, and they want to steal it. Now comes the part where the story gets absolutely fascinating. You've reached a place in your healing journey where you're completely comfortable showing your sweet side again. Not because you've become naive or forgotten the lessons pain taught you, but because you've integrated every dark experience into pure wisdom. You can afford to be gentle now, because you know exactly what you're capable of when gentleness fails. You can display kindness freely, because you understand precisely how to withdraw it when kindness is being exploited. You can show mercy because you've mastered the art of justice. Your sweetness now serves as perfect camouflage for the warrior you've become. When you're being kind and friendly, you transform into the most genuinely loving person most individuals have ever encountered in their entire lives. Your warmth is so authentic, so pure, so radiant, that it disarms everyone around you completely. The obsidian inner order isn't for everyone. It's for the ones who walked through hell smiling and came out glowing. You didn't come here to be liked. You came here to remember who you are, and we remember with you. This isn't a community. It's a war room for the spiritually elite, a headquarters for timeline jumpers, curse breakers, and reality benders. Every weekly Zoom call is a live frequency upgrade, where dragons speak, codes unlock, and the veil lifts. You'll get access to elite downloads, energetic technologies, and ancient transmissions that were never meant for the masses. Because let's be real, most people can't handle what you carry. Inside you don't heal, you resurrect, you reclaim, you reign. Click the link in the description. If you're tired of surface-level fluff and ready to sit at the table of the anointed, then welcome to the Obsidian Inner Order, where you become the source. And that's exactly when the spiritual predators start circling like vultures around what they think is fresh meat. They see this extreme kindness and their twisted minds immediately start calculating, how much can I take before they notice? How long can I milk this situation? How can I position myself to extract maximum value from this incredibly generous person? What they don't realize is that your sweetness is now completely strategic. Every smile, every kind word, every gentle response is being delivered by someone who has survived things that would have permanently destroyed them. You're not showing kindness because you don't know any better. You're showing kindness because you choose to, and you can stop choosing it the millisecond it becomes necessary. Your gentleness isn't weakness, it's strength under perfect control. Your patience isn't ignorance, it's wisdom waiting for exactly the right moment to act. Someone in your life right now has been watching you like a predator studies its prey. Every morning when you wake up with that genuine smile, they're taking mental notes. When you hold the door open for strangers, they're calculating how they can exploit your kindness. When you listen to your co-workers' problems for the third time this week, they're cataloging your empathy as a weakness they can manipulate. You know that person who always seems to show up right when you're helping someone else. They've been timing these moments, studying how your face lights up when you're being useful to others. They've watched you give your lunch to someone who forgot theirs, and in their twisted mind they're thinking, jackpot, this person will give me anything I ask for. Every time you've forgiven someone who hurt you, they've been watching from the sidelines, making notes about your boundaries or what they perceive as your complete lack of them. When you gave that friend a second chance after they betrayed your trust, this person filed that information away as proof that you're a pushover who will tolerate endless abuse from anyone who knows how to push the right buttons. Right now, they're perfecting their approach. They're crafting the most heart-wrenching, soul-crushing, perfectly designed sob story, specifically tailored to your personality. They know you can't resist helping someone who's genuinely struggling, so they're going to present themselves as the most deserving victim you've ever encountered. You're going to hear about their terrible childhood, their recent devastating loss, their current impossible situation that only someone as kind and generous as you could possibly understand. They're going to make you feel like you're the only person in the world who truly gets them, the only one who can save them from their carefully fabricated despair. And you, with your beautiful, trusting heart, are going to want to help them, because that's who you are. That's what you do. When someone is hurting, you hurt with them. When someone needs help, you can't sleep at night knowing they're struggling. God is watching this entire scenario unfold from his throne room, and his response is immediate, absolute and terrifyingly protective. Absolutely not. We didn't bring my chosen one through hell and back, didn't refine them in the furnace of affliction, didn't transform them into a spiritual warrior, just so some amateur manipulator could waltz in and steal everything they've earned. See, that person didn't randomly appear in your life through coincidence or bad luck. They were positioned there by divine appointment, not to take from you but to receive the education of their lifetime about what happens when someone mistakes a spiritual warrior's mercy for weakness. You are in their life to demonstrate that there's another way to exist on this planet, a way where you don't have to steal, manipulate, or exploit others to get what you need, because God provides everything for those who surrender their lives to him completely. They're about to witness what it looks like when someone has genuinely given their entire existence to God and experienced true freedom. They're going to observe someone who doesn't chase material things because they're chasing God and letting material blessings chase them instead. First, though, they have to learn that your sweetness comes with boundaries that cannot be crossed, limits that cannot be tested, and consequences that cannot be escaped. While they've been plotting and planning and scheming, you've been quietly operating from a place of spiritual authority that exists in dimensions they can't even perceive. You've developed supernatural abilities that can only be forged through surviving extreme adversity. You can read people's true intentions within minutes of meeting them, not through mystical powers, but through survival instincts that were literally beaten into your consciousness through experience. You can sense manipulation before it's even spoken, because your spirit recognizes the energy signature of deception. You can feel the atmosphere shift when someone is preparing to lie to you, because your trauma-trained nervous system picks up micro-expressions and vocal patterns that normal people miss completely. You can disconnect from people instantly and completely, not because you're cruel or heartless, but because you've learned that emotional attachment to people who want to harm you is a luxury you can't afford. You can cut someone out of your life so thoroughly that it's like they never existed in your world. No guilt, no second-guessing, no looking back. You can become extremely cold when the situation requires it, not because you've lost your capacity for warmth, but because you've learned that warmth is a precious gift to be given to those who deserve it, not a weakness to be exploited by those who don't. Most importantly, you can fight, not just physically, but spiritually, emotionally, psychologically, and strategically. You've been trained in forms of warfare they don't even know exist. You can wage war on levels they can't access, using weapons they can't see, with strategies they can't understand. You're like a martial arts master who looks completely peaceful until someone throws the first punch. The breakthrough moment is approaching rapidly. That person who's been positioning themselves to take advantage of your kindness is going to make a move that reveals their true intentions completely. They're going to drop their mask just enough for you to see exactly who they really are and what they've been planning to do to you. When that moment arrives, everything changes in the space of a single heartbeat. You're going to look at them with absolute clarity, seeing not just what they're doing but why they're doing it, how long they've been planning it, and exactly what they intended to take from you. You're going to recognize that this person needs to be checked immediately and decisively, and you're going to handle it with the precision of a spiritual surgeon, removing a cancerous tumor. And the most beautiful part, they're going to see the real you for the first time. One look from you without the sweet mask, and they're going to understand immediately that their little amateur game is completely over. The second you drop your gentle demeanor and allow them to see who you actually are, their entire universe is going to tilt off its axis and crash into a reality they weren't prepared to handle. You're going to see the exact moment when it hits them, when they understand that the person they thought was naive and inexperienced has actually survived horrors that would have shattered their mind into 1,000 irreparable pieces. While they were living their comfortable life learning amateur manipulation tactics, you were being forged in fires that would have reduced them to ash. Your voice is going to change, your posture is going to shift, your eyes are going to reveal depths they never imagined existed, and suddenly, they're going to realize that every gentle word you spoke to them was a choice, not weakness but mercy from someone who could have annihilated them with a single conversation. You're going to watch them scramble to reframe everything that's happened between you. Every interaction they thought they controlled, every manipulation they believed was working, every moment they felt superior to you. It's all going to flip upside down as they realize you've been the one in control from day one. You've been giving them enough rope to hang themselves with, and now they're about to discover that the noose is already tied. Part of what makes you such an irresistible target to these predators is that you're radiating abundance like a beacon in the darkness. You've completed a spiritual transformation so profound that it's literally changed your energetic signature at the cellular level. Success, wealth and prosperity are flowing toward you like rivers converging into an ocean. You look like someone who's about to step into significant material abundance, and that's because you are. You've done the internal work that creates external wealth. You've developed the character that can handle massive blessing without losing your soul in the process. Money is literally all over your spiritual aura. Opportunities are magnetizing to you. Doors are opening that have been closed to others for decades. People are starting to treat you differently because they can sense the shift in your energy even if they can't articulate what they're feeling. The person targeting you can sense this prosperity tsunami coming your way, and they want to position themselves to ride the wave without doing any of the work you've done to create it. They want to spend your money, enjoy your success, benefit from your connections, and take credit for your achievements. They see you as their golden ticket to a life they've never been willing to work for, sacrifice for, or earn through their own effort. What they don't understand is that the same spiritual wisdom that attracted this abundance is the same wisdom that will protect it from parasites like them. You've constructed the most beautiful paradox in human psychology, a heart that's simultaneously completely open and absolutely impenetrable. You can love with the intensity of 1,000 suns while maintaining perfect emotional boundaries. You can give generously without limit while protecting yourself completely from exploitation. You've mastered the art of distinguishing between people who deserve access to your heart and people who are just looking for something to steal. You can shower genuine love on those who appreciate it while remaining completely unmoved by those who would abuse it. Your heart has become like a fortress with selective permeability. The right people can enter and find the most beautiful garden they've ever experienced. The wrong people hit walls they can't see, can't climb, can't break through, and can't understand. You are no longer someone who can be taken advantage of, because you are no longer someone who doesn't know better. You've been through every type of manipulation that exists in the human experience. You've survived every form of betrayal that people can inflict on each other. You've endured every kind of emotional warfare that twisted minds can devise. You've been mobbed by entire groups of people coordinating to destroy you. You've been betrayed by individuals you trusted with your life, your secrets, your future. You've been manipulated by experts who made it their career to exploit others. You've survived systematic attempts to completely annihilate your spirit, your reputation, your hope, and your future. You've been left for dead emotionally, spiritually, financially, and socially. You've been written off, counted out, and dismissed by people who thought they'd successfully destroyed you. You've been through trials that would have sent most people to mental institutions or worse. At this point in your journey, you're not just a survivor. You're a spiritual warrior who has been tested in combat and emerged victorious every single time. You're not just healed, you're weaponized. You're not just free, you're dangerous to anyone who threatens that freedom. The person who thinks they can manipulate you is about to discover what happens when an amateur boxer steps into the ring with a professional fighter. What's really driving this person's obsessive desire to exploit you isn't just greed, it's jealousy. So toxic it's literally poisoning their entire existence. They can see your freedom and it tortures them because they know they don't have it and don't know how to get it. While you're starting your day with genuine peace flowing through your heart, they're jolting awake in a panic, immediately grabbing their phone to scroll through social media, desperately seeking validation that never comes. You brush your teeth looking forward to the day ahead, while they're staring at themselves in the mirror, picking apart every flaw, every failure, every reason why they're not enough. Your freedom is like a mirror reflecting back their own internal prison. You go to bed at night with a clear conscience while they're lying awake, consumed with envy, plotting, scheming, calculating their next move to try to get ahead. You've somehow figured out how to be genuinely content without needing to control or extract from others, and witnessing your contentment is like salt in their wounds. They want what's flowing through your life, but they're not willing to walk the path you walked to get there. They want your inner peace, but they won't do the soul work you did. They want your spiritual freedom, but they refuse to surrender the ego that keeps them chained. They want your unshakable confidence, but they won't face the fears and insecurities that would actually transform them if they dealt with them honestly. So instead of doing what you did, they've decided to try to steal what you've earned. When the moment of truth arrives and you have to protect yourself from this person's manipulation attempt, you're not going to lose your temper, get emotional, or create unnecessary drama. You're going to respond with the calm precision of a surgeon removing a malignant tumor. You're going to make it crystal clear that you see exactly what they're doing, that you understand exactly why they're doing it, and that it's not going to work. You're going to set boundaries that are so clear and so firm that there's no room for confusion, negotiation, or misinterpretation. You're going to do this without cruelty, without unnecessary harshness, and without giving them more attention than they deserve. You're going to handle them the way a professional handles an amateur, with competence, efficiency, and complete control. If they try to escalate the situation, get aggressive, or become threatening when they realize their manipulation isn't working, they're going to discover that you're prepared for that too. You've dealt with people who were much more dangerous than they are, and you emerge victorious every time. Everything you have, everything you're about to receive, everything that's flowing into your life like a river of blessing, you've earned every single bit of it through the work you've done on yourself and your relationship with God. You've remained faithful when everyone around you was proving themselves faithless. You've continued to trust God when every human in your life was demonstrating that they couldn't be trusted. You've kept working on yourself when it would have been easier to give up and become bitter. You've maintained your integrity when everyone else was compromising theirs for temporary advantages. You've chosen love when others chose hate. You've chosen forgiveness when others chose revenge. You've chosen growth when others chose stagnation. You've invested in your spiritual development when others were investing in their own destruction. You've built character when others were tearing theirs down. You've developed wisdom when others were choosing to remain ignorant. God is going to use you to humble some people who have built their entire identity around taking advantage of others who they perceive as weaker than themselves. There are individuals who look at you and see what they think is the perfect victim. They see your kindness and assume you won't fight back. They see your gentleness and conclude you don't know how to defend yourself. They're about to learn that there's a universe of difference between someone who can't fight and someone who chooses not to fight until it becomes absolutely necessary. You're prepared to protect yourself and everything you've built with determination that would shock them if they could see it. You know they want to destroy you, control you, and steal from you, and you've been trained for exactly this kind of confrontation through every trial you've faced. You're not the same person who used to hope for the best in everyone while ignoring obvious red flags. You're not the naive individual who used to make excuses for people's bad behavior. You're someone who recognizes threats immediately and responds with appropriate force. You're about to show them what happens when someone mistakes mercy for weakness, kindness for stupidity, and patience for passivity. Your sweetness has never been the complete story. It's just the part you chose to show people who hadn't yet proven they deserve to see the full scope of who you've become. Your kindness isn't naivety. It's a conscious choice made by someone who understands exactly what all the alternatives look like. Your gentleness isn't vulnerability. It's strength under complete control. Your patience isn't ignorance. It's strategic wisdom applied by someone who knows exactly when to wait and exactly when to act with devastating effectiveness. Your mercy isn't weakness. It's power. choosing to restrain itself until restraint becomes counterproductive. The person who thought they could exploit you is about to discover that they've been dealing with someone who was always 10 steps ahead of their amateur manipulation game.